Ta-da! Welcome. So today I wanted to talk to you about a book that was recommended to me. People asked me about, had so many different questions about it. I had few of my own students who asked me about this book. I had some of you who donated money who asked me about this book. And so I wanted to take the time to read this book because I hadn't read it yet, and to just have a little quick chat about this book. For those of you who may be interested. So the book is The Spirit of Intimacy by Sobonfu Somé, who was married to Makeda Somé. You know that I've already shared a few books from Makeda Somé on my channel too, for those of you who were interested in discovering African spirituality from somebody who was born in Africa, who was initiated, who moved to the United States, who knows and lived in the United States, and who wrote these books after knowing both of the different cultures, and to be able to translate his experience into English and share that. To me, it's a great, Malidoma is a great introduction for those of you who don't know anything, or for those of you who just want an overview of what could be, without, implying or indulging yourself into that. And so when this book was mentioned to me so many different times, by both English speakers and my French subscribers, I thought I will give it a read, and I will go and see. First of all, I wanted to say that the book is really general. Okay, the book is talking about the spirit of intimacy in terms of when you're looking from the perspective also of the tribe that is a reference to. I don't remember exactly what were the name of the tribe, the Dagara people from Burkina Faso. And so the author is speaking from the perspective of her own tribe, and she tried to put to do this book in a more general way, in terms of saying some of the themes that she discussed are themes that are similar to other African traditions, to other African cultures. However, it's not specific enough, so this book is not going to give you any rituals if that's what you're looking for. This book is not going to tell you what you should be doing to, call on the spirit of intimacy or anything. It's nothing like that. It's a lot more for you to understand why rituals are important, and to understand how rituals can help intimacy, and how relationships come together in that kind of tradition. Okay? What I do like to do when I read a book is to research who is the author, what is their perspective, what is their experiences. If I can find a biography or something like that, I will read that, just to have a background information on who I'm reading from, who is speaking to me through the book. And so Sobonfu Somé, as I mentioned, was married to Makeda Somé, but they also got divorced. And I'm just mentioning this because sometimes people tend to cling on to something as, they will read this and find it and take it as a Bible, and anything that's not in there is not right, is not true, and all of that. And I wanted you to have just a step back. Okay, you may do everything from your own heart and everything right, and your marriage still doesn't work, or your relationship still doesn't work. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that person was a bad person. It just means that journey with that person ended. That's it. It's not all the time about abuse, about cheating, about somebody not loving you enough, you not loving them enough, and all that drama. Sometimes it's just about you. It's just about you having this journey with this person, growing to the point where this journey ends. Sometimes that journey doesn't end, and you spend the rest of your life together, which is beautiful, which is wonderful. And sometimes it does end, and sometimes you may meet someone else and continue your journey with someone else. Okay, so I don't want you to be focused on the book and saying, okay, if I hit all of those points, then okay, my relationship is going to be a hit, or my marriage is going to be a hit. No, this is just to give you things that you may want to consider that may be beneficial for you, that may help you with your relationship or with your marriage, or even if you're not in a relationship or a marriage, that may help you have a different perception of what a relationship can be, of what a marriage can be, when you're coming in within a certain state of mind. And I think she does a wonderful job of talking to you about the importance and how the couple is within the family and within the community, of how important her experience was when she was getting married to Malidoma and how that happened. So she infuses a lot of her own personal experiences. I feel like it's taking that journey with her in terms of her sharing how she came about to meet him, how they got about to become married and move to the United States and all the different stuff. So that is a wonderful. Of course, you do have elements also that discuss the rituals, the rituals that are done in this tradition in order to celebrate the wedding, in order to even get the people to be involved with each other, the role of the elders in guiding the youth, in guiding the newlyweds, the role of the community when there are issues within the marriage or issues within the couple, some of the communal rituals that take place when you go into the community and the community as a whole is going to do something about an issue, and the things that you can do as an individual, and the thing that you can do with your own partner. And I think essentially when you look at this, some of it is written in a way that's very accessible to anyone who speaks English. And if you're living in the United States, or you're living in North America or in Europe, in the modern life, or in the Western world, you will still see that it applies, because she draws from the traditional culture that she knows, and she makes comparisons. She contextualizes and situate how those traditions could be relatable or compared to things that are being done in the modern world. So this is not about to say that everything that people are doing in the modern world is bad or anything like that. She also even pinpoints some of the aspects that are similar to her own tradition, that you can see that it's not because you're living in the United States or you acting or behaving a certain way that you're out of sync completely. There are a lot of different things that people do today that are similar and that are contained also in their traditional rituals. And I thought that the book, in that term, the book is really a good book. It's a quick read because it's a short book. It has about 140 pages plus few spare notes in the back if you want to take notes. And then it's really easily readable. It's short paragraphs per pages. And the English is really simple. It's late term, so you won't have any issues. Anybody can read this. I could even recommend you can give this to your teenagers, your 15-year-old, your 16-year-old, because it will give them also, open them up for discussion about sexuality, discussion about relationships, and discussion about marriage. It's not that they have to follow all of this stuff, but I'm sure they may have questions and you may want to exchange with that. There is few different things in terms of sexuality that are mentioned in there, but as I've mentioned in other videos, sexuality and sexual activities is not something that in the African tradition is going to be laid out in public like that. It's something that's more of a private matter. It's not something that we teach on like that in the public aspect, but it's things that it's not taboo. It's not like we can't talk about it and hush, hush, hush. It's just that it has to be spoken about at the right place and the right time. So this book could be good if you want to engage and have a discussion with your teen, or if you want to have a discussion with your group. I know some of you are in various different communal groups, and that could be a good book to just have a good read and exchange about the different chapters and different themes. Let me see if I can give you some of the themes. Some of them include the fact that you are born to a purpose, and that this person that you meet, that you're going to be with, may also have a purpose. And marriage is two worlds coming together. Some of the rituals, what divorce means, when there are conflict. She also talks about homosexuality in her tradition. So here is the table of content. So it is short because the book is short. Okay, so this gives you an idea. The book is available on Amazon, so I will put down below a link to Amazon US where you can purchase the book. And if you have already read the book, let me know what you thought about the book in the comments. Let me know the part that you like, the part that maybe if you do have questions you want to share, or if you want to have, or if you do have comments that you want to share, please leave them below. And if you also want me to review some other books or talk about other books, let me know, and I'll see when I do have the time. If I do have the time, I'll do that. So I hope the rest of your week goes very, very well. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking on that red button. And of course, if you want to be notified when I upload a new video, hit that bell button so you get all the notification and you won't miss a video from me. So I love you all, and I hope and I wish you a wonderful week or weekend whenever you're watching this video, and I'll see you in the next. Bye bye.